on this week's tip, we're covering shad. I think one of the most targeted species and easiest fish to target on our coast. So Max is going to give us some tips on the baits that work best for them, and then showing us some tips on how to look up the best and freshest fish. Max, over to you.
So obviously, first choice is always a sardine. There's not been a whole lot available lately. We do have some 800 gram box at the moment, so grab when you can. Nice fish still. Once again, like with the red eye, you're looking for colour on the fish, and obviously you're always looking for not burst out bellies. So you can see here, lovely belly, good colour, and those sorts of things. So yeah, that's the 1 kilo, but at the moment, well, 800 gram at the moment, but take whatever you can get on these things. Next best bet was always Jap Mac. So there's the 1 kilo box of Jap Mac. Beautiful cut bait, really oily, really bloody. Sorry, they're a bit frosted from the fridge, but beautiful cut bait. Yeah, makes nice long bait. So that's a 1 kilo. They're in the fives, so about 500 grams or so, 500-600 grams, but packed as fives. Normally the straighter ones. So if you're looking for something like that, there we are.
Okay, so Max, where does Jap Mac actually come from? Is it here local? Is it?
So we get a species here local, but it's netted over in sort of the Pacific Rim Islands, those sort of areas. So it's from the Pacific. It's a Pacific story. Yeah, so it's not from our area, but there are species very similar to this. Yeah, so they kind of know the bait.
So the Jap Mac, I know it all around as a good bait. Whether we targeting our baits, flatfish are usually there, and also on other baits as well. But shad goes crazy for it.
The guys down in the west coast, they use it a lot for carp. Yeah.
So what is it about a Jap Mac that actually gives out so much scent?
I don't know. It's a different. I think it's a different oil.
Different oil that comes
from anything else that we fish with.
Yeah, because when you put it in the water, you can actually see that oil release.
Because it's as oily as a sardine or a mackerel or a red eye, but I think it's just different. It's not the same. Yeah. And sometimes you just need something different to stand up. Yeah. The other option at the moment that we've had, that's quite a nice, affordable option too, is some little sugar max. Come in an 800 gram box, and the sardine box we've had to repurpose. And they're actually really nice. Really nice. Lovely cut bait. Especially for the bigger shad, they enjoy that. A nice bloody cut bait. And it works really well. And even those guys looking at doing a bit of grey fishing and those sorts of things, maybe that's an option for you guys as well. But quite a bit cheaper than the sardine.
So I know when it comes closer towards the band of the shad season, just before the band, that is a killer bait. That's where you get your 4 kilo, 5 kilo shad.
And you'll find in there often there's some really small ones, and you can throw those whole, nice whole presentation as well. And then if you're only getting the really fancy side of things, obviously you can go red eye. Either whole, I would rather cut it.
Yeah.
You're losing a lot with it whole, and I think you're wasting it, but you can get between, depending on the size of the red eye, 2 to 4 baits out of a
just to add a bit of scent to them.
Yeah, you can also use it to add a bit of scent. I know a lot of people just use them whole, but
it is on the pricier side.
Cool.
So the add to that is cottons. And I don't think a lot of people talk about cottons and what they actually do.
No.
So when you walk into the shop, you get your extra thick, you get your thick, you get your latex thin, and your medium.
Yeah.
Just explain to us why is there such a different range of cottons and what they actually do.
Well, Ben, you probably know better than me, but so different thicknesses you're going to be using for different baits. Where's the thick? I'm going to thick here. We've got medium here and the thin here. This is what I'd be using for the lighter applications like shad most of the time. So thin is when you just need a binder bait, you need to make it look natural. You don't want to cut into the bait. It's not going to draw closed hard. It's a thinner thing. It's not going to pull hard. Whereas if you go thicker, it's going to bind into the bait, squish that bait up a little bit. That's where you can use it on the cut baits and those sorts of things. And oftentimes, especially if there's peckers around, go extra.
So I think the main thing is about latex is when it gets into the water, it actually tightens on itself.
Well, you also stretch it when you're binding.
Also in stretching, but also in water, it actually compresses itself, get tighter. And that's why when you use a thick latex cotton, it's gonna squeeze a lot of the scent out of it.
Yeah,
So especially fishing for shad, if they are in a frenzy, yeah, go for it. Use a thick and
Doesn't
but,
matter,
but when they're not, and you want your bait to give a slower,
Or you just
release,
want to target that
yeah,
bigger fish.
or the better fish. So I would prefer to go for the thin and the medium. And then the other tip is ghost cotton. When the peckers are absolutely pale, I'll grab a bit of ghost cotton.
Old school ghost.
Yeah, old school ghost cotton and my medium cotton, hold them together, and I'll bait my whole bait up.
Make sure you have a pair of scissors with that stuff.
Yeah, you're not gonna get that stuff out easy. But that's gonna give you that 3 to 4 seconds more on your bait, maybe even longer with the peckers, and that's obviously gonna get you a shad.
Yeah. And then guys, yeah, well, we keep a little bit of tackle here as well. Hooks, sinkers, those sorts of things, made up traces, drift bait, ground bait. So we've got you covered no matter what.
Yeah, I think that's a bonus because whenever you're stopping by, you're grabbing bait, you're always targeting something
Oh,
small.
yeah, we've got it all.
Yeah, so we got a wide range of tackle in store here. Very nice. So I think we good and covered on the shad.
That's it for this week. Cool.
Guys.